This is my example from the library, my library of Python programming statements. And this one is about recursion. And what I've done is, recursion is when a program calls itself, or part of the program calls itself and recalls itself. So that's what this example is about, and I have set up a function to do that. Let's jump down here to the main, and so what's going to happen is we're going to print, and you notice this is the name of this function right here. We're going to call this function from the print statement, and we're going to pass it a parameter of 4. Okay, so we do that. We jump up here and we say factorial of 4. Okay, and the routine is rather simple. It just says if n, which is 4, equals 0, and it's not, then return back 1. Else return, and n is 4, 4 times factorial. Now, you notice we're calling the routine again. So this calls this, and this is what makes it recursive. Okay, so we have 4 times factorial of 4 minus 1, which is 3. So it comes back up here, and it restarts the function with 4 minus 3. Now the first copy of this function with 4 in it is still running. It's still in memory. It's stacked into memory. But it's called itself again. It's created a new copy of itself, and that's the recursive part. So now this new copy is doing 3, and it comes down here and says, okay, 3 is not equal to 0, so it jumps down to here and it says 3 times factorial of 3 minus 1, which is 2. So now it's going to call itself with 2, and it's going to stack the last copy. So it comes up here, it calls itself with a 2. Well, 2 is not equal to 0, so it comes down here and says 2 times factorial of n minus 1, which is 1. So it comes back up through here, it's going to call itself with 1, n is not equal to 0, comes down here, does the same thing, calls itself with factorial of 1 minus 1, okay, comes up here, factorial is now 0, n equals 0, return 1. So it's not going to return back to here, it's going to return to the copy that called itself. So it's going to return back to the copy of 2 minus 1, and it's going to do that. And then it's going to go back to the copy of 3 minus 1, and then finally back to the copy of 4 minus 1, and it's going to be multiplying the whole time. So you're going to get the 4, 3, 2, 1 multiplied. So 4 times 2 times 3 times 1. When that's all done, then it's going to come back here and return to this statement, and it's going to print that result. And if we run it, let's change the value. I've been playing with this morning. Let's change it to 6. Push F5. Yes, I want to save it. And over here, yes, factorial of 6 is 720. So it works. Okay, well that's my example of recursion. I hope you found it useful and interesting in your Raspberry Pi Python programming experiences.